Yes, Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. We are still working on a detailed analysis on regarding Gachagua's return. There are so many things to talk about. So make sure you don't miss that detailed analysis by subscribing. In this video right now, I want us to have a look at some reactions by Kenyans on the return by Rigathi Gachagua. Let's have a look at what Ngunjuri Wambugu, former Nyeri Member of Parliament, shared out through his social media accounts a few hours ago. Ngunjuri Wambugu, we must take care of Mudhamaki better. Hapa mmeangusha Mudhamaki mbaya sana. Yani no one was willing to spend a little money to get proper crowd control security guys after asking the whole country to come to the airport. Now the kingpin who was being protected by American Secret Service abroad is being pushed around like he's trying to get into a matatu at rush hour. No. I hope he wasn't pickpocketed. Hapa is a no watu. We can't treat a king like this. After which, Ngunjuri Wambugu has shared out that photo of Rigathi Gachagua. And in our earlier videos, I did share out that video when Rigathi Gachagua landed. There was a lot of push and pull. In case you missed that video, have a look on how Rigathi Gachagua was treated by his so-called supporters. Have a look at that. That's how Rigathi Gachagua was welcomed at JKIA. Surely, you don't welcome a king that way. There is also a Kenyan called Hunter who is saying this. Rigathi Gachagua, while you were away, number one, no Gen Z died. Number two, no false abductions. Number three, no protests. Number four, Harambee Stars qualified to quarterfinals and probably will clinch the title. Number five, each player got 5 million in the house. Number six, university students got help. Number seven, SHA is working. Number eight, Kenya is peaceful 100%. Now, can you spot him? He will say Ruto squeezed him into that crowd. Kenyans have got varied opinions on how Rigathi Gachagua was welcomed. Some see his welcome as a total failure, while some, especially Rigathi Gachagua supporters, they think Rigathi's welcome has been very successful. And in our next analysis, where we are going to do a detailed analysis on that, we are going to explain all that for Kenyans to understand clearly where the truth lies in all this. I want us to dig deep into this for Kenyans to understand what's happening here. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Let's proceed. If you look at that welcome, it was a total failure. I'm not talking of the entire Rigathi Gachagua's arrival. I'm talking of the welcome itself. It was a total failure. And I won't be wrong to say that maybe, just as Ngunjuri Wambugu might be insinuating, Rigathi might have been pickpocketed. So his men, his people who were mobilizing Kenyans to welcome him, they did a shoddy job. They ought to have organized security controls. They told Kenyans to all go to JKIA to welcome Rigathi Gachagua. So naturally, we were expecting thousands, if not millions of Kenyans at the airport welcoming Rigathi Gachagua. How comes that those who are doing the mobilization never put in place security controls? Or does it mean they lacked money for proper organization? It's very clear that the welcoming was a very big flop. I'm seeing a likely possibility as a result of that total failure where Rigathi Gachagua is going to pick some bones with some of his handlers, some of his close allies, especially those who are in the forefront, organizing his welcome. And if at all Rigathi Gachagua gave out some money to some of his allies to organize the welcome, it's very clear to me there is going to be some disagreements. Some people are not going to be in good talking terms just as a result of that flop. If also you look at what these other Kenyans are saying, when Rigathi was away, Kenya has been very peaceful. We've not seen any Kenyan or any youth or any Gen Z being kidnapped. There will be no protests. With Rigathi Gachagua's arrival, should we start seeing Kenyans being kidnapped, or should we start seeing protests? Then it will send a very clear message, not only to Kenyans, but to the entire world, that the problem in Kenya currently is none other than Rigathi Gachagua. Harambee Stars has been performing very well. Should they start performing poorly with Rigathi Gachagua's arrival, then I'm seeing Rigathi's critics will view him as a bad omen. Anytime he's around, things are going south. So Rigathi sits between a rock and a very hard place. The events that are going to follow upon his arrival can help make him or destroy him politically. Kenyans are a very religious and a very spiritual people. Should bad things start happening with Rigathi Gachagua's arrival, those bad things will be used against him. That's why I strongly believe Rigathi sits between a rock and a very hard place. Cleophas Malala told us there was going to be a public holiday, that millions were going to turn out to welcome Rigathi Gachagua. Do you think millions turned out to welcome Rigathi Gachagua? Do you think it was a public holiday today? All those we are going to answer in our next analysis. Above all, as I conclude, it's very clear that Rigathi Gachagua is trying to copy what Raila Odinga has been doing. He's still trying, but if he puts more efforts, nobody knows. Maybe after some years coming, he might just be another replica of Raila Odinga. But he'll have to do a lot of work for him to reach there. Something I also observed, regarding Gachagua's welcome, I only saw people from the mountain. Where were other principals? Where was Kalonzo? Where was Matiang'i? Eugene Wamalwa? Why was Rigathi only alone with the people from the mountain? Does it mean that all these other principals avoided him? Or does it mean Rigathi Gachagua never wanted these other principals to welcome him? Let's answer all those questions in our next analysis. Let's stop it there. If you are watching us but you have not yet subscribed, subscribe, give the video a like. Those watching us outside Kenya, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. If possible, subscribe, give the video a like. It's also worth noting that Rigathi was blocked even before he reached Kamkunji grounds. But we are still waiting to see if at all he made it to Kamkunji. All that we are going to see in our next analysis. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.